Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a Notice 7 story. If you are solo stand and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. June, on call. Okay. Looked at his wristwatch. I guess in half an hour. Have all the preparation done? Okay. Arrange everything before I reach there. I don't want a single mistake. Yang will gonna handle the meeting. And he hates the mistakes. Everything should be perfect. Okay? Cut the call. Now which perfection do you want? June looked at him and stood up. Yoongi Yang. Yoongi sat on the chair with his newspaper. You stood up for me. Sit down. I'm not used to this much respect. June looked at him and sat down. Now what happened to you? Why are you behaving like we never respect to you? Haven't you completed your sleep? Yoongi, can I ever complete my sleep while living with that human clock? June, oh, so you are mad on Hobby Yang. Yoongi, mad? I wish I can broke him like I broke all the alarm clocks which disturbed my precious sleep. June, don't you ever dare to think about this. Yoongi, I hate that human clock from bottom of my heart. I just want to kick him and break his all the parts. June, give me your little power. June, confused. My power? What power do I have? Oh, you mean power of intelligence? Yoongi, no, I just want few drops of your biggest power, the power of destruction. Just by few drops, my work will done. June, yeah, why not? By the way, now you have got up, so please fix your mood too. We have back-to-back meetings today. Yoongi, jaw dropped. Back-to-back meetings? Who arranged the meetings? He doesn't have brain to hold meetings continuously. How will I relax? While buttoning his sleeves button, I held back-to-back meetings. We have total 5 meetings. Do you have any problem by this? Yoongi, what the hell is this behavior? Who the fuck? Turned around and immediately stood up and lowered his gaze and closed his eyes tightly. June immediately stood up. Jin sat on Head's chair and indicated June to sit. What? Complete your sentence, Kim Yoongi said coldly while looking at him with sharp glare. June tried to save Yoongi. Jinhyang, I got the call. All the preparation of meetings Jin showed his palm to him. I am talking with Yoongi. When I ask to you, then speak. Again looked at Yoongi with crossed arm. I think I asked something to you. Yoongi, sorry. Jin, this isn't what you are going to say, is it? Yoongi slowly shook his head. No. Jin, then what are you going to say? Speak loud and clear. Let us know. Yoongi, sorry, I was going to use the word which I shouldn't do. Jin went to kitchen and brought a small bowl of chili. Have it. Yoongi looked at green chilies. It's 5. Jin, do you want more? Yoongi, no, I'm eating. Picked one chili and ate it. Jin, don't swallow. Chew it. Yoongi, bite it. How's it? Yoongi, spicy. Jin, good. It will control your tongue and remind you that kids are around us. You can't use abusive word. Hobie came there while carrying tea. Good morning, everyone. Tea. Good morning, everyone. Titi Shati. Namjin smiled. Good morning. Hobie sat on his chair and whispered to June. Now, what did he do? June whispered back. He was going to curse, but Yang heard him. Hobie whispered, why can't he look around himself before opening his mouth? June whispered back, I don't know. I wanted to save him, but Yang stopped me by showing his palm. Just think, how will the day go if it start is like this? Hobie, it means it was a reminder for us to be attentive and not do any mistake. June, Hank isn't looking in mood to show mercy. T looked at Yoongi and tugged his pants. Kitten, when did kitten become parrot? Yoongi ignored him and continued eating. Jin, just now. T, Titi will also feed kitten chilies. Jin, no, it's spicy. Titi shouldn't have. Titi should have Titi's special breakfast. Tea, shiny sparkling eyes. Special breakfast? What's this? Jimin, strawberry milkshake and pancake. Placed the tray in front of him. Jin Hyang made special breakfast for Titi. Jin. T looked at Jin. Thank you, Jinny. Jimin looked at Yoongi, who was sweating a mess. Yoongi Hang, these chilies aren't this much spicy. Why are you taking so much time? Yoongi angrily looked at him. Then why can't you eat it? Jimin took the chili and ate. See, it's so easy. It's not at all spicy. Went to kitchen to bring in everyone's breakfast. Yoongi looked at Jimin with shocked eyes. You chick? Jin, Cookie, bring 2 more chilies. Cook brought the chilies. Here is your chilies, Hyang. Jin gave to Yoongi. He is too slow. Cook put the chilies on Yoongi's bowl. Okay, went to bring everyone's breakfast. Yoongi, wait! That chick ate only 1 chili. Why did you give me 2? I will eat only 1. Jin picked 1 chili. Stop winning like a kid. Ate it. See, it's not that hard. Yoongi, in mind, why do these chilies seem so spicy only to me? They are eating like it's nothing. These chilies are real betrayer. Yoongi finally finished all the chilies. He was sweating mess. His mouth was burning. He threw the tablecloth and Jin bent to pick that. Yoongi swore he was about to drink his strawberry milkshake. He snatched his strawberry milk shake and gulped it in one go. T was looking at him with big angry pout. Straw was in his mouth by which he was going to drink his strawberry milkshake. Yoongi gave him empty glass and wiped his mouth and stood like nothing happened. June and Hobie were shocked to see Yoongi's this action. They didn't expect this from him. Jikook placed everyone's breakfast in front of them. Jin placed the tablecloth on the table and looked at T's empty glass. Jin, Titi, you finished the strawberry milkshake this fast? How was it? T, still looking at Yoongi with big angry pout. It was so tasty, Jinny. Kicked Yoongi under the table. Yoongi sat on the chair. It was tasty, na? Don't worry, you will get 1 more glass. Looked at Jimin, who was eating his breakfast. Hey chick, Go and bring one more glass of strawberry milkshake for Titi. Jimin, while eating, there is no strawberry milkshake left. T pinched Yoongi's thigh. Yoongi, I mean, so what if there is no strawberry milkshake left? Go and make one glass. Jimin, sorry, cookie isn't my department. My duty is only to serve breakfast and clean the dishes after the dinner. Asked to Jin Hyang. Yoongi looked at Jin Hyang. Jin, we don't have strawberries. Only few strawberries were left, which I used to make a strawberry milkshake. So, no more strawberry milkshake for today. T started scratching Yoongi's thigh. No strawberry milkshake for Titi? How will Titi stay without a strawberry? Cook, Titi, you just finished whole glass of strawberry milkshake. It's enough for today. When we return back to home, we will bring strawberries. Yoongi, yeah, I will bring lots of strawberries for Titi. Titi shouldn't be sad. Till then, eat your super tasty pancakes. Fed T a small bite, but he bit his hand along with pancake. Ah! Jin, what happened? Nothing. Jin, then don't scream and finish your breakfast. Don't forget, we have 5 meetings today. Jimin, 5 meetings? Yoongi, that too back to back. Cook, oh wow, I never attended any meeting before. It will be so much fun. I'm so excited. Yoongi, we are going to attend meeting, not going for amusement park for which you are becoming this much excited. T. Kitten, feed Titi super tasty pancake. Yoongi, don't you have hands? Eat it by yourself. T. Ginny, you know, kitten. Yoongi immediately stuffed his pancake in his mouth. Titi, eat well. I'm here to feed you. You don't need to bother your hands. Jin looked at Hobie and June, who were trying hard to control their laugh. What happened to both of you? Did you heard any joke? Share it with us. We also wanna laugh. Hobie and June looked down and shook their head. No, sorry. Breakfast went like this and they all left for their work. T went to school with Ji-Cook. This was the Kim family who was handling their family business. Titi was the prince of the family. Hyang's life revolving around him. He was so cute, naughty and troublemaker. He was the biggest prankster. He loved to annoy and rule over Hyang's. Yoongi was his favorite prey. Jin was the head and everyone followed his words. Ji-Cook recently completed their studies and joined the company. They were so energetic and enthusiastic. But because of their joining, Titi became lonely. Ji-Cook couldn't get time to play with him like before. Titi was missing them so much. Time skipped after some times. Boy, Titi, what happened? Why is Titi sad today? Did anyone scold Titi? T. Kitten drank Titi's whole glass of strawberry milkshake in front of Titi's eyes. Boy, it's okay. Kitten must be hungry. You might not given milk to kitten, so it drank Titi's strawberry milkshake. T. No, nah. Ginny already made kitten's favorite breakfast, but kitten ate green chilies. Boy, your kitten eats green chilies? T. My kitten ate everything. Boy, patted his shoulder. It's okay, Titi shouldn't be sad for this. Titi isn't sad for this. Kitten said kitten will bring lots of strawberries for Titi. Boy, your kitten speaks too. Titi said nah, Titi's kitten does everything. Titi is sad because now baby and Cookie became big and he started going to office. Titi became lonely. Nobody has time for Titi. Everyone is so busy. They all return late and being tired. Nobody played with Titi. Boy, oh, this is very small problem. You know, my mama and dada are also working. They also didn't get time for me. Then one day I called them and told them that my body is burning and they started crying. Mama dada came home early. But lying is lying na. Didn't your mama and dada scold you? Boy, they scolded, but I made crying face and said sorry. They quickly forgave me and they started playing with me. We did so much fun at that day. Titi will also do this. Time skipped after some times. Hobie dropped tea at home and fed him his lunch, then again drove back to office to attend the meeting. Titi was thinking the excuse to call his hangs home early. He only wanted to play with them. Suddenly he got the idea and called Jin, who was busy in his important meeting. After few calls, finally he picked the call. OTP. Jin. Titi, we are busy. Don't disturb us. Jinny? Jin, worried. Titi, what happened? Jinny? Titi couldn't breathe. Please come back home. Titi started taking deep breath and crying. Jin, more worried. Titi, don't worry, we are coming. Try to breathe and don't cry. You are our strong baby, na? Call ended. Jin cut the call and cancelled the meeting. They were in middle of the important meeting. They immediately drove back to home. They found living room was scattered. Things were here and there. They got more scared and started searching. They were searching him in everywhere and found him behind the couch. They became numb to see him laying on the floor. Jin quickly held him in his arms. He wasn't moving and responding to them. They all were very close to breakdown, but T started laughing loudly. They became shocked. While laughing, look at your face. You all are looking like you will cry at any time. Jimin, you are laughing means you were. T looked at Jimin. Titi was pranking, said happily. Cook turned him to himself by holding his arm. What do you mean by you are pranking? Hobie, do you know how important meeting we had to miss because of your stupid prank? June, Titi, how can you do this much stupid prank? Yungi, do you know how much worried we were? Only we know in what condition we have reached here. Only negative thoughts were coming in our mind. Titi didn't want to worry you. Titi only wanted to play with all of you. Titi was feeling bored, alone. Titi is sorry. Jimin, you said sorry and it's end. No, we won't forgive you for this time. T started crying. Jin, don't you dare to cry. I'm warning you. In the morning, I told you that we have 5 meetings today. You know that we are busy. Then also, you dare to pull this type of nonsense prank. You didn't only lie, you hurt us too. Not every time we can play with you. You aren't this much a small child that you didn't know the difference between right and wrong. Today you did so wrong. You broke our trust. Now stay here and don't you dare to call us again. They all were very mad and angrily left from there. They ran behind them to stop, but they already left by locking the door. Now T was feeling guilty by seeing their everyone's mad face and anger. He became scared and started thinking that now they will hate him and don't talk with him. He started crying while saying sorry. By continuously crying, he was feeling shortness of breath. He started coughing badly. He lay down on the floor while crying and holding his throat. His throat was dry. He, his breath hicced. He somehow crawled towards the kitchen and opened the fridge to get water. But before he could drink it, he felt dizzy and passed out. But water bottle fell on him. Note: this was just a fictional scenario. It didn't mean asthma attack feels like this. It may be or may not be like this. Only an asthma patient knew how an asthma attack feels like. Asthma patient can be different in people according to their body. Yeah, time skipped after some times. Hyang returned back home early than usual time. They were feeling bad for scolding T and leaving him alone in crying. He came back early to spend time with him and made him understand that it's not good to fake his illness. They searched him in the whole house but couldn't find him anywhere. Cook came to kitchen and found he was laying on the floor in water. Empty water bottle was on his shoulder and fridge door was opened. At first, he thought he was pranking again to get their forgiveness, but as he did this before too, Cook shook him. But when he didn't open his eyes, he turned him to himself. He saw his face turn dry, his lips turned light shade of blue because he was laying in front of open fridge. Small pieces of dry ice were on his eyelashes because of coldness. He touched him and found his body was so cold. He immediately removed his blazer and shirt and pushed him on his chest and wore his blazer over him. He was giving him his body heat. He closed the door of fridge and ran outside. Jen immediately drove him towards the hospital, whereas Cook was sitting while hugging T. He was rubbing his hands and feet. Rest of them followed them in other cars. Doctor admitted him and started his treatment. They all were waiting outside of the ward. Doctor told them that he got the mild asthma attack because of excessive crying and not getting proper care because of open fridge made his condition worse, as it was just a mild asthma attack, so there wasn't anything to worry. If he again gets attack, then it may be serious and needs to take asthma treatment. Soon T regained the consciousness and found his hands were around him. He wanted to speak, but he was on oxygen mask. Tears started flowing from his eyes. Jin sat beside him and wiped his tears. Titi, don't cry. You are fine. See, we all are here with you. Yungi carefully held his hand. We are sorry for leaving you alone. If we hadn't left you alone, then nothing would have happened like this. T tried to remove his mask, but Jimin stopped him. T held his ear by his one hand. Cook, you want to say sorry? T nodded his head vigorously. Hobie, Titi, I know you only wanted to play with us, which wasn't wrong, but you should understand that you can't lie and prank about illness. It's so wrong. Jimin, we were in fault too, and more than you. We shouldn't leave you alone. One of us should have stay with you and me take care of you. This situation can be worse if we hadn't reached on time. We were adults. We should understand that you might be feeling lonely and need us. You became this much busy in our work that we forgot to give you time. We are sorry. Now we will make sure to give you proper time and love, but you should make a promise that you will never prank like this again. T placed his hand on Jimin's hand. T got the discharge and they all took him home. He was perfectly fine. He was with Jin in his room and laying while hugging him tightly. Others were sitting beside him. June, Titi, let me tell you a story. You love stories, right? T. Yes, Titi loves a story. June, once upon a time there was a shepherd boy who loves to lie. He always cried and told to villagers that wolf attacked. Villagers got scared and hid their sheep, but then he told that he was only lying. He started lying again and again. He always said wolf attacked and everyone hid their sheep. Soon villagers became used to of his lying. One day really a wolf attacked on them and he told everyone, but nobody believes him and wolf ate all the sheep. Now tell me, what did you learn from this story? T. Do not lying again and again. Jin. Correct. Once a liar is always a liar. Nobody believes on a liar even if he was telling the truth. Titi shouldn't lie and prank again and again. T. Titi understood Titi's mistake. Titi will never lie. Titi surely. Titi learned his lesson and never lied again. Yangs also learned their lesson. One of them always stayed with Titi. On every Sunday, they all go out and spend it with themselves. Never take advantage of your illness by pranking to get some attention or for fun. By doing the same prank again and again, you may lose people's trust and credibility. In future, when you really need them, nobody will believe you because they will think you are pranking this time too. No one believes a liar even if he is telling the truth. The end. Arthur's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. You must be heard the story of liar shepherd in your childhood. If not, then today you heard through this video. Just like a shepherd boy who always cried for wolf's attack, but when real wolf came, nobody believed him. Just like this, if you lie again and again or do same prank again and again, then you will easily lose people's trust and credibility. When you really need them, they will think you are pranking or lying once again and won't help you. Elders should take out some time to play with kids so that they don't feel lonely and do this type of prank. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.